think I might have too much stuff. I gotta stop making these videos where I just buy the first slightly interesting piece of garbage I see advertised on the internet. What the hell am I supposed to do with this? Or this? I spent like $200 on this tracksuit and I literally only use it to muffle the sound coming from my room when I'm yelling at Fortnite at 2 a.m.
Where did you go? I'm getting shot.
Just because I have a lot of fun making these videos.
It's me when I play with Brandon.
I really like watching these videos.
Where'd you
It's my
go?
favorite series to do on my channel. Doesn't mean I should keep doing it.
Oh my god. I gotta buy this.
Hey guys, welcome back to Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium. So as it turns out, the man cave sign that I was really excited about in my last video flashes at all times, and that's gonna be really distracting. So I'm gonna have to turn that off. There's a fun game I started playing that you too can play if you wanna fuck with advertisers a little bit. Instead of ignoring an ad for a product that you don't want, click on it. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but hear me out. You're gonna wanna scroll around for a bit, just maybe 10, 20 seconds, enough to establish a presence there, and then exit out of the ad and go about your day. The algorithm is going to make note of that, and they're gonna show that ad to you again. Don't be alarmed. This is all part of the plan. Next time you see it, you're gonna wanna repeat steps 1 and 2 until you get the ad for a third time, and do the same thing, so on and so forth, forever. Now, it's important that you never actually buy anything from the website. That is not the point of what we're trying to do here. What we're trying to do is get this company to waste their entire ad budget on you without ever getting a sale in return. It's the perfect prank. But unfortunately, this is not a series about getting advertisers to waste their money. It's about me
really work?
wasting my money for your entertainment. So let's start. I'm gonna show these to you in order of most promising to most confusing. First up is the Cozy Band.
I love relaxing in bed with my Cozy Band headphones. They're perfect for Netflix, music, podcasts, meditations. Why?
Not gonna lie, this is very intriguing to me. I've noticed I fall asleep much faster if I'm listening to music, and obviously I can't just blast some speakers right next to a bed that I share. And it also kind of hurts to wear my giant headphones to bed, unless I'm laying face down. But every time I do that, I suffocate and die. But this thing, I can just have on my head. It even doubles as an eye mat. To be fair, yeah, you technically could just do this with regular headphones, but I know if I did, I wouldn't be able to go to sleep because I'd be distracted thinking about how cool I look. Not really much else to this.
Thanks,
it's
Suyukino
kind of on the cheap
Nisha.
side, which actually worries me. I know that sounds weird. Obviously, if something ends up sucking, I'd rather have not spent a lot of money on it, but now I'm just expecting these headphones to sound like shit, so we'll see. Another thing I'm genuinely curious to try is this garlic ejector.
You don't have to peel your garlic, you don't have to chop it, nothing. It scrapes itself clean, which is crazy, and then it pings away the peel, all in one go. You don't have to touch your garlic at all.
Peeling and mincing one little clove of garlic is the most annoying detour to have to take while cooking. It's not the cutting part I dislike, it's the stickiness of the garlic. It gets all over your fingers.
My dad
and
had
now
this
you gotta
giant,
wash your hands again, even though you
had this like giant machine he used for only putting garlic in, and then he would grind a bunch of them and then put them all in a jar to slowly use.
Already did. Hopefully,
just spilled tea everywhere. It's on my keyboard. It's fucked.
the Garject tool from dreamfarm.com is the answer
God
to all
damn
my
it,
problems.
Drew!
Normally, I would be put off by the odd font choices they've made here, a font that I can only describe as Comic Sans trying to clean up his act. But after seeing so many websites in the series that all look the same, this is actually kind of a nice change of pace. I guess you gotta be a little silly when you have a product called Brizzle, or a Fliss, or a Mini Sapoon. Am I having a stroke? I'm having a hard time telling the difference between the regular and the light version other than the price.
This is drenched.
So I guess I'll just buy the cheaper one. Sorry, Dream Farm. You gotta make the premium version look more enticing. Now, I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I'm something of a content creator. I like to make videos on the internet and then do nothing for 3 weeks. But maybe the thing I need to help boost my productivity is a little tripod that follows me around. That way I don't have to sit down and set up my camera. I can just be passively recording myself at all times.
I can be washing dishes here in the sink, checking on my pie crafts, opening the oven, blending in my blender,
Tying my shoes, petting my cat, getting scratched by my cat, berating my cat, cat. Make an impression, build a following. You know, I don't think they can guarantee that. You're not definitely gonna get famous just because you bought a spinning tripod. Again, I'm gonna buy the light version because just like with the garlic thing, they've done nothing to entice me to buy the expensive one.
Nano bag, a bag inside a bag. That's because as spacious as the sling is, sometimes you go a little too overboard with souvenirs, and once you pop this open and allow it to reach its full potential, you've now got a whole grocery bag worth of additional space.
I don't really have a joke for this one. It's a little bag. That's all it is. I'm just curious to see it. It's gotta be thin as hell in order for it to get that tiny, and I have a feeling it's going to break at the worst possible time. Not that there's a good time for a bag to break, but I just know the moment I start lugging around 4 gallons of loose milk, that thing is tearing in half. I'll let this next one speak for itself.
Wait, I think Brandon got one of these. Ew!
I'll say it. That looks pretty good. I wonder what other kind of slushies he's made.
When I say this cup can turn literally anything into
Isn't
a
it kind of
slushie,
Oh,
I
maybe
mean
he
it.
said something about
Just
it.
pour and squeeze for less than 60 seconds.
No, don't do that.
Comment what else you think can't turn into a slushie.
Come on, didn't we already learn our lesson with Tide Pods? You're not supposed to make it look delicious.
My name Jeff.
We already sent you 2 free slushie cups.
I wanted 4.
That's how you do it, shit.
I'm not sure I understood any part of that conversation, but they did make ice pretty fast, so that's cool.
How does that
but
work?
so far they've made my 2 favorite flavors of slushie. Laundry detergent and water. Yum! Let's check out their website. We're about to enter the hottest season of the year, and you need to make sure that your body's taken care of. Not only do slushes taste amazing, but frozen drinks are proven to be beneficial to our health. You know, I don't think I'm gonna take health advice from the guy who did this. Also, you got a reference for that?
God, I see like the
Data
liquid.
you could show me? Or am I just gonna
Oh
have to take
my
your word
God,
for it?
it's
Is
just
cold
dripping.
Drinks good for health. Oh. Kind of seems like the opposite is true. Okay, well they're talking about like soda, and so obviously soda's bad for you. Frozen drinks good for health. Cold water impacts digestion. What is this like science meme website? Who is this for? Well, I googled it for 30 seconds and the results are inconclusive, so maybe I'll just read the reviews. I took it for my daughter.
I'll get a new mouse pad and keyboard,
a
but
cool thing. All right, well,
what about today?
My upright vibrates every time I slouch.
Immediately.
Whoa,
great
put it
start
on your
to an ad.
pussy.
Is that Instagrams? Uh-huh. Yeah, I taped a photo sharing website to my back.
Which trains my brain to sit up straight.
Finally, he's using his brain.
Now, I love me a good silly ad. This is pretty solid marketing, especially for such a bizarre looking product. But they do make a lot of promises in a short period of time.
So now I can focus on my work instead of my posture. It saves me money. You always wanted to be 3 inches taller, right?
So I'm gonna get more work done, I'll save money on my chiropractor, and I'll get taller by using this. That's a lot of benefits for $76. That guy who spent like $100 grand on limb lengthening surgery is gonna be pissed when he finds out about this. Okay, so there's one last product I found that I have no intention of buying because even though my scam detectors were off the charts, I'm pretty sure it's going to burn my house down. But I wanna show this to you because it's actually one of the most bizarre ads I've ever seen. Wow. You know what? Actually, it's over 5 minutes long. I'm just gonna sum it up. So this guy, Alan Jackson, is one of the most accomplished students at MIT. He invented something, which they take forever to even explain what it is. And the biggest power companies in America tried to buy it from him for $1 million so they could shut it down. But he said no. He's a man of the people. You see, Alan was blessed with an IQ of 150, a made-up number that doesn't actually mean you're gonna be more likely to invent something, but go off. He discovered that more power was flowing through their house than they needed, and they were spending all this extra money. So he creates a thing that like gets it to stop doing that. And then he tests out his prototype, and it's so successful that according to this image, the power bill was a negative number. This device is so efficient that the electric company owed him money. 3 minutes in, they finally explain what this thing does. You plug it into any power outlet in your house and it saves you $300 a month. So that all sounds great, I guess. But I did a little bit of research, and I'm pretty sure none of that is real. Alan Jackson, the genius MIT student,
I was just about to look
totally
it up.
Made up. You'd think there would be even one article about this 19-year-old whiz kid who's literally cutting people's power bills in half. But the only notable Alan Jackson I could find is a 63-year-old country singer. Hoochie coochie. They also used a quote from Tech Daily magazine, who I found on Instagram. They have 0 followers and haven't posted in 15 months. So maybe this is a quote straight from their website. Well, they also haven't updated that since last year. And you're not gonna believe this, but PowerSave isn't even trademarked, at least not by Alan. He would not have even been born yet when this was registered in 1994. So I guess my question is, who the hell is this kid? They have all this footage of, is this like a YouTuber they
who is
found?
that guy?
Or is this just more stock
Did they find him on
footage?
Craigslist?
I mean, they certainly got their money's worth from their Storyblock subscription. I'm pretty sure they used their entire library in this ad. But whoever it is, I would love to find him and bring this to his attention. So if you recognize this man, let me know. So to summarize, the inventor's not real, his backstory's not real, and the product is clearly just a piece of crap that's either extremely useless or, worst case, extremely dangerous. But like, you can do that? You can just resell some cheap bullshit you found on AliExpress and make up an entirely fake narrative to go along with it? Don't mind if I do.
It doesn't get you in any trouble? They're just drop shippers? Yeah, but like, you can invent all that story and you won't get in trouble for doing that? Or like, is there no law against that? Or is that or is there some kind of like ambiguity you can argue in court? But I guess it's like, who would take them to court over that?
Mail's here. So the way I make these videos now is every time I see something that is interesting to me and I know I'm gonna make a video about it, I just buy it that day. So some of these things arrived a week ago. Others have been sitting in my closet for like 2 months. In other words, I've been looking forward to this day for a very long time. Definitely the first thing I wanna open is the posture corrector. The sooner I start using that, the better. They said that sweet old lady from the commercial is 2 inches taller now, but with my slouch, I'm thinking I could go like half a foot. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier. The kid they used was a YouTuber called, I don't believe you. This is the Upright Go 2. They worked out all the kinks from the first one. I don't know what those kinks might have been. Maybe it shocked you too hard. Yep, see, this one says gentle vibration feedback. Definitely it was too harsh before. You can track your posture from day to day.
I wasn't even thinking about blue light. Like, not even blue light. Like, there is mainstream. Go to Sephora, pick any random item off the skincare shelf, and it'll say shit like brightening, anti-aging, oh, this specific ingredient does this. But then it doesn't actually do that in the definition that you would think it does that. Because if I were to paraphrase and like make up a hypothetical, for example, maybe they found that this seed ingredient repairs the very tiny molecular strings in this cell found in your skin. And then they would take that phrase and extrapolate it to, oh, it repairs your skin. Not what it actually meant, or that it would repair the tiny bonds of whatever in your skin. So basically they oversell everything in a very tiny molecular level, like, yeah, you know what I mean. Or like anti-aging, it kills you so you stop aging. Exactly. So everything, they just make everything like super cracked out. So that's why you have to really know what you're looking for if you're gonna buy expensive skincare, because you're probably just paying for your overpriced perfume cream. Goal would just be to have good posture every day. This box is very reminiscent of opening up an iPhone for the first time, only way more disappointing.
So this comes with, looks like about 10 pieces of tape and then a few alcohol prep pads. You know, gotta disinfect your back before you put this on. Comes with a little guitar pick. How fun. I mean, technically it says adhesive removal tool, but I could strum a few chords with this. So, I think I can just put it on now. I hope it's charged. Am I gonna have to charge it while it's on my back? I don't even know how to film this. It's hard enough to put this on by myself.
I mean, yeah, there's like drinks that are like,
there's a button on
balances
it.
your ion.
That's not self-destruct mode.
Like,
It's your main posture.
what does that even mean?
For it to be better? I'm in this purely for vanity. I'm just trying to look better. Turn on your go. No, I can't. I can't see it. I hope it's blinking. I put it on way too early. Sorry, I gotta update it first. I think the new season just came out. Should I buy the battle pack?
The power balance bands?
Place the go on your back.
Balance your
already
ions.
Did it, so attaches. Make sure your
Do you
upper
even
back
know
is
what
clean and
ions
dry.
are?
Now peel off the green
Do you
cover.
even know what ionic charge is?
Okay, I already... What the fuck? Dude, this thing will just randomly go back like 5 steps. Is it because I'm clicking too fast? And it's like, nope, you're not comprehending. You're gonna have to start
That's
over.
when an
Right?
atom has electrons change, but like, what does it mean to balance your ions in your
Did the
wrist?
app
Like,
crash?
ask yourself these
I
questions.
think I broke the app by trying to use it. What is happening? It's just stuck on this black screen, and every time I exit out, it's still on the black screen. What if my posture is just so bad that the app took one look at me and was like, yeah, dude, there's nothing we can do here, sorry. This guy is a lost cause.
I don't know.
It's not my fault that puberty gave me scoliosis. That moment when your posture app crashes, so you have to restart your phone. All right, let's fucking go, dude. I'm so pumped for this shit. I don't even know what to do. All right, last resort. I am going to delete the app and I'm going to download it again. I'm having a great time. This is the best day of my life. Let's learn how to place it on your back. More on adhesives. Yeah, can you tell me how tape works, please? Jesus Christ. Okay, should I watch the video? I'll watch the video this time. I think they got mad that I didn't watch their video they made.
Plant your feet on the ground so your knees form a 90-degree angle. Now straighten up.
Makes
and
sense.
imagine
But I'm
there's a
talking
string
about, like,
pulling you up. Next, pull your shoulder.
Like, what the fuck is ions? Anyways.
First back slightly.
I mean,
being
movie,
upright
whatever,
should
movie.
feel comfortable. Lastly, relax. And don't forget to breathe. Let's start by saying hello to your avatar. Every day you get a daily uptime goal. Fill up this ring to complete your daily goal.
Okay, yeah. My goal is an hour a day. That doesn't seem that, like, it doesn't seem like that much. Like, I feel like if I'm slouching for every other hour of the day, I'm not doing a good job. All right, let's see. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah. I knew it was gonna happen. It still scared me. It doesn't just buzz once to let you know that you're fucking up. It keeps going until you correct it. Cool. Well, the battery life is already 50%. I'm curious to see how long it lasts. But other than that, I guess I can just go about the rest of my day and check in on this when I need to. This is definitely the nano bag because it is microscopic. Oh, that's right. I got 2. They just gave me a free one at the end. This is the regular one. And this is the mini. As you can see, there's a pretty massive difference there. This is probably a 1/4 of an inch taller. I feel like it's gonna be really hard to fold it up the perfect size and get it back in here. Have you ever taken a cover off of a beanbag chair, washed it, and then tried to put it back on? It's a nightmare. And I'm gonna have to do this every time I go shopping? I don't know about that. Okay, it's going in. No, this is pretty cool. Maybe I'll just leave the handle out, so.
Cool.
Okay, this is gonna take some getting used to. For the next 6 days,
What if
I
you
wore
put
my
it on your
upright
pussy?
everywhere I went. I wore it to Best Buy. I wore it to a thrift shop. I wore it to Curtis Connor's stand-up show. Because good posture takes no days off. I treated it like a boot camp. When the battery died, I just plugged it in and kept on going. And whenever my back would vibrate, I would punish myself by doing 50 push-ups. Unfortunately, it would think that I was still slouching while doing the push-ups, so then I would have to do even more. It was sort of this endless cycle of just, I probably did thousands of push-ups yesterday. Long story short, my arms are very
that the
tired.
door-
So this thing
the
definitely
workout
gets in your
door
head
thing?
about how you're sitting. There's so many things you do every day that you don't even realize that you slouch during, but that also arguably don't really matter that you're slouching. Like every day when I eat my lunch and I'm leaning over to eat my food, this thing screams at me, no, that's not how you're supposed to sit. You're supposed to sit up straight. God forbid I bend over a little bit. And then the opposite of eating, which is of course going to the bathroom, upright does not like that. Back must be pressed against the toilet at all times. This is how you poop. Although it took me like 3 days to stop thinking that I was getting a text every time it buzzed. My shirt would randomly start vibrating.
Did the ad say you're supposed to leave that on for all the time?
I very quickly had to raise the delay from 15 to 30 seconds because it was driving me crazy. The constant buzzing whenever you're so much as reading an email is, I think, more annoying than helpful. I think it was also a good idea to turn off the device while I was doing an activity that I knew I would have to slouch during. Like if I know I'm gonna be leaning over my stove for half an hour, I don't want my back vibrating at me every 5 seconds because I had the audacity to look down at what I was doing. I don't think I would feel comfortable saying that this is worth $76. But if I were to ignore the cost and just look at it objectively, I think it did have a slightly positive impact on me. At the very least, it gets me thinking about my posture. And if I'm able to transform that into more of a subconscious thought, and that's what it takes like to finally fix my gamer boy slouch,
max,
then, you know, so be it.
Did someone say bag test?
That looks like those wrestler outfits.
I did. It was me. In an effort to review the most utilitarian product in an interesting way, I'm just gonna keep putting a bunch of stuff in it until it breaks. Don't worry though, if it does break, no harm will be done because I'm gonna do the test above my very soft and very big beanbag chair.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you think I was talking about you? Hell no.
Is that the
You're
moon
not
pod?
soft. You're not big. If I dropped my valuable possessions on top of you, they would all break.
So anyway, let's get started. The website says it holds up to 66 pounds, but I think they're talking about the regular.
Custom-made diamond ripstop fabric. I'm gonna find out what that is. It's a sustainable polyester fabric made from recycled PET bottles. It reduces plastic waste while creating a lightweight, versatile material. It's not made from diamonds. It just has a diamond pattern. It's made out of recycled bottles.
66 pounds, but I think they're talking about the regular version. This is the mini, I assume it would hold less than that. I have like 55 pounds worth of weight, so we'll see if it can do all that. The best part is I didn't spend any money on this, so if it does break, that's okay. It was free. 17 pounds. So far, so good. This will be 27 pounds. 37 pounds. Okay. So if I were just doing this test in my regular life, I would stop here because I can't imagine myself ever needing to carry more than this. If I did, I would just take more bags. But this isn't real life. This is a YouTube video. So, yeah, I'm gonna do all the weight. If it'll fit. 55 pounds. I'm not stalling because it's going to be difficult for me to lift this up at this angle. I guess I could stand on the beanbag, but then if it drops, it's going to drop on my foot, and I might like break my foot, and I don't want to do that. Gotta be real careful with it. I would find more things around my house to put in there and make it weigh more, but the fact that this holds 55 pounds with no issues, and I myself can't really hold 55 pounds.
Can be recyclable.
No
I think they
issues.
meant
I
like
see
it's
this ever being
made
a
out
problem
of
if I'm out in
recycled
public and this is the only
materials.
bag I have. I'm not gonna get 70 pounds worth of stuff because my arms will fall off. Let me try again. I really thought this would break. I don't think I've been this surprised to see a product do what it was advertised to do since I poured Gatorade all over that shirt.
Lucky for me, I have another tiny bag here. This one holds the cozy bag. Now, usually you would hope
Thanks, Moonstar and
even
Yay Nisha.
expect that a device like this would come with written instructions, but these two items were literally the only things in the box. Guess I'll just figure it out on my own. First thing I noticed is somewhat of a troubling aroma emanating from this thing, which is fine, you know, I only have to put it on my face. I wasn't sure if the inside would have actual earbuds that like hook into your ear. Looks like little speakers kind of hidden beneath the band. Oh, cool.
There's no
you
way
can have
that's
like the
staying in
wire
place.
stick out if you want. Maybe that I could hook onto my ear, make sure it doesn't go anywhere. So far, so good.
slightly.
They don't get close enough to my ears. I guess if I was laying down, it would work.
Obviously, the only thing I can do is try it out. I'm gonna sleep with this for a couple nights, and I will let you know. Nighty night.
I feel like the switch on the forehead is uncomfortable.
Okay,
though.
well, it's been a couple
Or
days
the
now,
side.
and you can definitely notice the cheapness here. The sound quality's not great. It kinda seems like they just shoved 2 speakers into a sweatband. Probably because that's what they did. If you were hoping to wash this in some capacity, you have to painstakingly remove the electronics from the
Holy
Cozy
shit,
Band
that
and
looks
then
like one
put
of the
them
that looks like
back in
headsets from
exactly
like
where they were, which is an
call
extremely
center
tedious
headsets
process.
from
This
2008.
one single sentence on their website did not prepare me for how difficult it would be. It's certainly more comfortable than wearing regular headphones, although the speakers fit so loosely that they end up kind of sliding around and ending up in places they're not supposed to. So the solution for that is to make it louder, but the sound kind of bleeds out, and then I can't fully relax because now I'm worried I'm gonna wake Amanda up with the La Dispute song that came up on Shuffle. I will say it fits really well for me specifically. So hopefully you and I have the same sized head, otherwise you're out of luck because there's no way to adjust the size. That's why a lot of the negative reviews are either too tight or too big. For $40, you can't expect some
40?
super high-end device.
Holy
so I will
shit,
say
with
that
those
it's
speakers?
not terrible, and it could be worse. So we here over at the Drew Gooden channel officially give the Cozy Band a 3 out of 5. Unfortunately, I didn't get a lick of sleep after this because even though I was up all night configuring my new tripod, which involved downloading their horribly rated app, when I was finally ready to use it to record the next segment with Amanda, this happened.
Oh no, I don't think it knows what to do.
All right, it's slushy time. How does it feel?
Cold.
Yeah. Based on what I saw on this person's Instagram, they did an orange juice one,
How does
they
it turn
did a
into
strawberry
slushy?
milk one, famously from earlier in the video, and they also did a Coke one, but I'm more of a Dr. Pepper guy.
You want to shake this up before we open it?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Just do a little bit. Probably good. And then you have to like squeeze it for, the box says several minutes.
It's so cold.
I guess it's kind of already slushed it up.
Oh, it has the it's
What do you guys
cold.
think? All right, bottom up.
And the maybe it like
Oh no.
It's like slimy.
It's so slimy. That's a good word for it. I mean, it looks good.
Is this what you feed babies?
Mm-hmm. Mushy Dr. Pepper.
It's like chunky but slimy.
Yeah, I don't know why it's so slimy. It's weird. I think I'll do the honors this time. This is strawberry milk. It's not quite as pink as the one from the video. This looks exactly like a baby bottle. Oh my god.
This looks wrong.
I promise you this is what we're supposed to do. This one took significantly longer to freeze, so in the meantime, I'm going to read to you some of my favorite phrases from the box. As far as I can tell, the text on here went through one single pass of Google Translate. Frozen Magic Squeeze Cup slushifies your drink in minutes. It's that easy. No mess, no fuss. Put on the lid and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Use Frozen Magic Squeeze Cup over and over again. The fun never ends. So is the point of
You
this
have to
product to
squeeze
make
forever.
drinks out of it, or is the point just that it's a fun toy? It's BPA free, it's non-toxic, it's easy make, it's no mess, no fuss. Attention, because of various brand models of refrigerator freezer temperature adjustment by different, sometimes need to put more time will be frozen. This is a normal phenomenon. This one I'm the most excited about.
What?
The orange juice, I don't really give a shit. I only bought it because they did it on the Instagram.
It's like eating
It's like eating strawberry milk.
Yeah.
This one tastes good. This tastes like a strawberry milkshake that's been melted a little bit.
I would do this again.
That's pretty good, honestly. The
Why
di-
is
the-
he-
don't.
why
just
is the
don't
other
do
one
with soda.
slimy?
It's just not. I don't think it's made for soda. But this is pretty good.
Lactose intolerant.
You'll be fine though. This is just whole milk. Yummy.
You got a little something.
Huh? Right over here.
You got it.
Got milk. Well, I had to wait for this thing to get cold again, but I've made myself some orange juice slushy to drink while I garject. That was a weird sentence. Oh my god. It tastes just like orange juice,
but a little bit colder. So anyway, I tried using this thing once already.
I feel like that's way too much work,
as
though,
you can
for the novelty of
just extremely
doing that to a random
The peel
degree.
doesn't exactly slide off in one swift movement, as was advertised. If you leave it on like they said you could, it gets ripped up into little pieces and hitchhikes a ride into whatever food you're making. It's kind of like how if you had an egg and you tried to shove it through a cheese
and you have
grater,
to, yeah, you
the
have to
shell
squeeze
isn't
it.
gonna just magically disappear. It's coming too. But you know, that one major bit of false advertising aside, it works pretty well once the garlic is peeled. See, that's the part I was hoping to not have to do. It's a shame that you still have to, like, touch it. If you don't want to waste all the garlic that's still stuck to the thing. But then, of course, your fingers get all sticky, which is the other thing I was hoping to not have to do anymore. We're kind of 0 for 2 on the two things I was looking
I mean,
most
the whole
forward to.
point
Is
of it
this
was so
better
you
than having
was so
to
you
dice
didn't
up
have
the
to
garlic myself?
do the garlic
Absolutely.
with the knife.
Am I glad I bought it? Absolutely. But am I, you know, a little disappointed that I can't just do everything in one foul swoop? Yeah. I'm gonna have to do like 3 or 4 foul swoops. And that's too many foul swoops.
She's
Anyway,
a
it looks like I
garlic
have
press? What did the ad
frozen
say?
treat and a pile of minced garlic here, and there's 2 of us.
Yeah, why are they
So
hyping up
I'm
a
gonna let
fucking
you
garlic
choose.
press? Hold on.
Which is crazy.
To try is this garlic ejector.
You don't have to peel your
They
garlic.
called
you
it
don't
a
have to chop
garlic
it, nothing.
ejector?
It scrapes itself clean.
Oh,
which
'cause
is
it
crazy.
ejects.
And then it pings away the peel, all in one go. You don't have to touch your garlic at all.
Peeling and mincing one little
That is
clove of
marketing.
garlic is
Yeah,
the
that
most
is
annoying
marketing.
detour forward to. Is this better than
It's not a
having
garlic
to dice
press,
up
it's
the
a garlic
myself?
ejector.
Absolutely. Am I too? That's too many foul swoops. Anyway, it looks like I have a frozen treat and a pile of minced garlic here, and there's 2 of us. So I'm gonna let you choose which one you want. The yeah, I thought you'd want the orange juice. No, that's fine. Yeah, you can have that. I'll just grab
They
I guess, a
lubed it?
fork for this.
So you have to
No,
lube
no,
it up
no.
before
You
you
made
use
up
it.
your mind. You can have the orange juice. No, you can have the orange juice. All right. You can't take it back now because you feel bad about what you've made me done. What you did. What you do. What you make. What you have to. What I have to do.
All right, I think that's enough out of that guy.
Thank you all so much for watching episode 700
Me eat
of
you.
Instagram by Try. We did it all today. We buyed.
Me,
we tried,
you, me eat
and
orange.
I think we all cried. I do want to give you guys a big thank you before I get out of here. I launched some new merch a few weeks ago. I didn't even promote it in a YouTube video. I just talked about it on Twitter and Instagram. And then we sold out like super fast. These are some of my favorite designs ever, and I'm so thankful for all the support on that, and I'm glad you guys like them as much as I do. Now, I don't want to spoil the next episode too much, but I will say we're gonna have a very special guest, Brendan Fraser from the movie Mummy. How did that get there? Like I was saying, Brendan and I met years ago on the set of George of the Jungle. It's actually a funny story. He was swinging on one tree, I was swinging on another, and we ran... Oh my god. It really does follow you everywhere. I gotta get out of here. I immediately flew
He subbed the other day? That guy wasn't even him. Just kidding, that was John Drew.
And for a couple days, everything felt normal again. I hung out with my friends. I was having a great time. Until yesterday. Leave me alone.
It is
Can't
him.
you see
No,
I'm
it's
trying
not.
to promote today's sponsor, HelloFresh. I'm 28
not
years
him.
old, and I like to think that I'm pretty good at cooking, but I used to not be. I used to get really easily of recipes to choose.
It was not him. It was not him.